Humanity would make the Galactic Council's sadistic fucks pay for torturing the innocent human boy. And if the Council pricks failed to listen to our warning to run, we'd destroy every last one of them. War-hardened Knuckles clenched a whiskey tumbler in the dimly lit dive bar on far-flung New Eden colony. Grizzled veteran Justin Powell overheard the guttural clicking and hissing of Qatarian patrons in a nearby booth. The insectoid aliens chittered about a disturbing new development. Their almighty Galactic Council had abducted a 6-year-old human child named Timmy from his family on Earth. Timmy was now imprisoned at the Council's Kraxos Prime headquarters. His captors, led by High Counselor Kraxon himself, intended to dissect the boy's brain to uncover the secret behind humanity's meteoric rise as a galactic power. Justin's scarred hand slammed the glass down, amber liquid sloshing over the rim. He stood and stormed to the Qatarians' table. The aliens regarded the aging human with compound eyes and twitching mandibles. "Your fucking council cocksuckers just signed their own death warrants," Justin growled. "Humanity won't stand by while you torture our children. I'm only giving you one warning. Release the boy now, or we'll wipe your kind from the stars." Kraxon narrowed his faceted eyes. "You dare threaten us, human? The Council does as it pleases. You cannot stop us." Justin shot forward, seizing the insectoid by his armored thorax and slamming him against the booth. "I already have, you son of a bitch. I escaped your torture chambers once before. Your sick experiments, your mind probes and nerve lashes and blood samples. I remember every fucking second of it. And of..." The bar fell silent. Kraxon's guards reached for weapons, but Justin flashed a palm. "Don't fucking try it. You can tell your superiors that humanity's done hiding. We've had to muster all of our ingenuity and will to prepare for this day ever since I escaped your hellish prisons decades ago." He leaned closer, his words dripping with promise. "Release Timmy. Give him back to us safe and sound, then run. Run to the deepest, darkest corner of the cosmos, and pray to your hive gods that we never find you. Because if even one hair on that boy's head is harmed, this galaxy will burn. We will raze your worlds, shatter your fleets, rip you limb from fucking limb until the screams of your children echo through space. You think you know fury. You think you know wrath. You've never seen humanity's fury, you alien fucks. But by God, you'll witness fury unlike anything this universe can fathom if you hurt our boy. This is your first, last, and only warning. Release our child and run." Kraxon waved Justin's words away with a flick of his chitinous limbs. "Blustering threats from a deranged human fossil. Your species is far too primitive to challenge the Council's might. Now remove yourself from my presence before I have my guards do it for you." The Qatarians chittered among themselves, mocking Justin's audacious claims. They believed no mere human could escape their torture chambers or pose any real threat to their power. Justin's eyes narrowed into slits. He released Kraxon with a shove and stalked out of the dingy bar, the aliens' grating laughter chasing him into the grimy streets of New Eden colony. As he strode through the neon-bathed alleyways, Justin pulled out an encrypted comlink and dialed a secure frequency. "Admiral, it's Powell. We've got a situation." The holographic visage of Admiral Jackson shimmered to life above Justin's palm. The grizzled officer sported a jagged scar down his left cheek, a souvenir from a long-ago battle. "I know, Justin. Earth intelligence has been monitoring the Council's activities for months now. Those sadistic bastards..." Jackson's voice hardened. "They're not just torturing the boy. Our sources indicate they plan to use whatever information they rip out of his mind to launch a surprise attack on Earth itself." Justin felt a cold fury settle in his gut. Jesus, those arrogant alien fucks, when do we hit them back? "Immediately. I need you to assemble a team of our best, most discreet operators. Your mission is twofold. Infiltrate the Council's Kraxos Prime headquarters, rescue Timmy, and gather irrefutable evidence of their plot against Earth. We'll need that to rally humanity for the fight to come." Justin's hands clenched into fists, a chance to strike back at the monsters who had once imprisoned and tortured him, who now threatened an innocent child and all of Earth. "I'm in, Admiral. I know just the guys for the job. We'll make those Council pricks regret the day they fucked with humanity." Godspeed, Powell. Jackson out. The hologram winked out and Justin pocketed the comlink. His first 2 calls went out to men he'd trust with his life. Max Ryder, a fellow prisoner who'd escaped the Council's clutches alongside him decades ago, and Sergeant Reese, the deadliest sniper he'd ever served with. Both men picked up instantly, their grim faces cast in the blue glow of the holograms. They listened intently as Justin briefed them on the mission. No words were minced. They understood the stakes at hand. The Council already made the mistake of pissing off humanity once, Max growled, the ragged scars from his own alien imprisonment standing out on his gaunt cheeks. Looks like those arrogant shits need another lesson in what happens when you torture our people. Reese muttered his assent, Cold Sniper's eyes glinting. Enough talk. Let's get our boy back and show those alien bastards what human vengeance looks like up close. As the 3 grizzled warriors made their way to Kraxos Prime, weapons primed and faces etched with hard determination, a flicker of doubt wormed through Justin's battle-hardened mind. The Council's cruelty was seared into every fibre of his being. He shuddered to imagine what fresh hells they might be putting Timmy through. And something about this mission felt wrong, like they were walking blindly into a trap. The Council had to know that humanity would come for their captive child. What if they were counting on it? Justin shook off the gnawing unease. They had no choice. Timmy needed them, Earth needed them. Come what may, there would be no retreat, no surrender. The fate of a young boy and the future of humanity itself hung in the balance. It was time to remind the galaxy of the sheer, unrelenting force of mankind's wrath. Our stealth ship touched down on the outskirts of the Ktarian capital, far from any prying eyes. Justin took point as we crept through the dense underbrush, weapons at the ready. We knew the Council's headquarters lay just ahead, a looming fortress bristling with alien guards. Max and Sergeant Reese flanked Justin, scanning for any sign of movement. The air hung heavy with tension. They all understood the stakes of this mission. Failure meant not just Timmy's death, but the fall of humanity itself. As they neared the compound's perimeter, a hail of plasma fire erupted from the guard towers. Justin dove for cover behind a boulder, shouting orders to his team. Max Reese, lay down suppressing fire. I'll hack their security grid and find Timmy's location. Max and Reese unleashed a barrage of return fire, their pulse rifles spitting deadly energy at the Ktarian soldiers. Justin huddled behind the boulder, fingers flying across his wrist computer as he battled the Council's firewalls. I'm in, he yelled over the din of battle. Timmy's being held in a secret lab beneath the main building, heavily guarded. It won't be easy. Max grinned, his scarred face illuminated by the glow of plasma bolts. Easy? Where's the fun in that? Let's give these bug-eyed bastards a taste of human fury. They fought their way into the compound, Justin's hacking skills and Max and Reese's deadly aim making short work of the Ktarian defenses. As they raced through the stark corridors, the sounds of battle echoing off the walls, Justin couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched. Deeper and deeper they descended, into the very bowels of the facility. And there, in a dimly lit chamber reeking of blood and despair, they found the prisoners. Dozens of humans, all bearing the scars of the Council's cruel experiments. Men and women, their eyes haunted and their bodies broken, and among them, a face Justin recognized from Earth's most brilliant minds. Dr. Novak, he breathed, scarcely believing his eyes. Eliza Novak. The woman looked up, her once vibrant features now gaunt and shadowed. Justin, is that really you? Why are you here? We're here to rescue Timmy, and to make the Council pay for what they've done to all of you. Dr. Novak shook her head, a bitter laugh escaping her lips. Rescue? You have no idea what you've walked into. The Council, they've been using us, using our DNA to create something monstrous. An army of super soldiers designed for one purpose, to destroy humanity. Justin's blood ran cold. The Council's cruelty knew no bounds. Rescuing Timmy was just the beginning. They had to stop this madness at its source. Where are they keeping Timmy? He asked, dreading the answer. Dr. Novak pointed a trembling finger towards a heavily reinforced door at the far end of the chamber. There. But be careful. The Council's most ruthless enforcer, Craxon himself, is overseeing the boy's torture. Justin nodded grimly. Max, Reese, get these prisoners to safety. I'll get Timmy. He approached the door, his heart hammering in his chest. He knew all too well the depths of Craxon's sadism, if they were too late. The door hissed open, revealing a scene out of Justin's darkest nightmares. Timmy, strapped to a metal table, his small body racked with agony as alien machines bored into his skull, and looming over him, a cruel smile playing across his chitinous features, was Craxon. "Sir Justin," the alien purred, "I've been expecting you." Justin leveled his rifle at Craxon's head, his finger tightening on the trigger. "Let him go, you sick fuck, it's over." Craxon laughed, a sound like nails on glass. "Over? Oh no, my dear human. It's only just begun. We've been studying your kind for so long, trying to unravel the secret of your success, and now, thanks to this boy, we finally have it." He leaned in close, his fetid breath hot on Justin's face. "Your indomitable will, that's what makes you so strong. But even the strongest will can be broken, and we've broken this child, broken him so thoroughly that your precious humanity will soon follow." Justin's vision went red with rage. He slammed into Craxon, a lifetime of pent-up fury exploding in a flurry of blows. They grappled across the chamber, smashing through equipment and sending sparks flying. Behind him, Justin could hear Max and Reese fighting off the Council's soldiers, buying him precious time. He poured every ounce of his strength into the battle, driven by the knowledge that the fate of humanity itself hung in the balance. And then, with a final desperate effort, he felt Craxon's exoskeleton crack beneath his hands. The alien crumpled to the floor, ichor oozing from his wounds. Justin staggered to Timmy's side, quickly freeing the boy from his bonds. Timmy blinked up at him, eyes glazed with pain and confusion. "It's okay," Justin murmured. "I've got you. You're safe now." He scooped the child into his arms and raced for the exit, Max and Reese falling into step beside him. They had to get out, had to warn Earth of the coming danger. But as they neared the surface, Craxon's voice echoed through the facility's speakers, cold and mocking. "Run, little humans," he rasped. "Run back to your precious Earth. But you're already too late. The attack has begun, and when it's over, your world will be ours." Justin stumbled, a pit of dread opening in his stomach. The Council had played them all for fools, and now, thanks to their own hubris, humanity faced its greatest threat yet. Justin and his team raced through the corridors of the Qatarian ship, their hearts pounding with urgency. They had to warn Earth before it was too late. Max and Sergeant Reese took up defensive positions, pulse rifles at the ready, as Justin piloted the alien craft out of Craxos Prime's atmosphere. Timmy huddled in the corner, his young face etched with fear and pain. Dr. Novak tended to the boy's wounds, her brow furrowed with concern. As they broke free of the planet's gravity well, Justin pushed the ship's engines to their limit. The stars blurred into streaks of light as they hurtled through space, desperate to reach Earth before the Council's fleet could unleash its full might. But as they approached Earth's orbit, a sight of pure horror greeted them. The sky above their homeworld was alight with the flash of explosions and the deadly dance of ships locked in battle. The Council's armada had already arrived, and Earth's defenses were buckling under the onslaught. Justin hailed Admiral Jackson on a secure channel, his voice tight with urgency. "Admiral, we have Timmy and evidence of the Council's treachery, but we're too late. They're already attacking." Jackson's hologram flickered to life, his scarred face grim. "They caught us off guard, Justin. We're losing ground fast. Our ships are being torn apart." Justin's gut clenched. He had led them into this trap, and now Earth was paying the price, but he refused to let humanity fall, not while he still drew breath. He turned to Max and Reese, his eyes hard with resolve. "Get Timmy and Dr. Novak to safety. I'm taking the fight to the Council." Max opened his mouth to protest, but Justin cut him off. "That's an order. Humanity needs that boy and Novak's research if we're going to survive this. Now go. With a final grim nod, Max and Reese ushered Timmy and Dr. Novak to the escape pods. Justin watched them go, a sense of finality settling over him. He knew what he had to do. He set a course for the heart of the Council's fleet, his hands steady on the controls. As he approached the massive Qatarian flagship, he opened a broadband channel, his voice ringing out across the void. Attention, Galactic Council. This is Justin Powell of Earth. You have underestimated our resolve for the last time. We will never surrender. We will fight to the last man, woman, and child, and we will make you pay for every drop of human blood you've spilled. With those final words, Justin gunned the engines and aimed the hijacked ship directly at the flagship's bridge. He closed his eyes, a strange sense of peace washing over him. This was his purpose, his destiny. The impact was titanic. The Tarian ship ploughed into the flagship's hull, fusion reactors rupturing in a blinding flash of light and heat. Both vessels disintegrated in a maelstrom of shattered metal and boiling plasma. The loss of their command ship threw the Council's fleet into disarray. Earth's forces, galvanized by Justin's sacrifice, rallied and pressed the attack. Tarian ships fell from the sky like burning meteors, unable to withstand the renewed human onslaught. And as the last of the Council's armada fled in disarray, a ragged cheer went up from Earth's survivors. They had won. Humanity had triumphed against impossible odds. But the cost had been staggering. Millions dead, cities reduced to rubble, the skies choked with the ashes of the fallen. As the dust settled and the rebuilding began, Dr. Novak emerged from her lab with a revelation that would change the course of human history. The key to their survival, to their dominance, lay within their own genetic code. She had discovered a way to unlock humanity's latent potential, to remake them into something stronger, faster and more resilient. The Council had sought to destroy this secret, to keep humanity forever under their heel. But they had failed, and as Earth's people embraced their new destiny, they knew that Justin Powell's sacrifice would never be forgotten. His name would be spoken with reverence, a rallying cry for a species that would never again bend the knee to alien tyranny. For the Council had made a fatal error. They had not underestimated humanity's strength, but their unbreakable will, their boundless resolve. And as humanity rose from the ashes, ready to claim their rightful place among the stars, a warning echoed across the galaxy. Any race that dared threaten their children, their future, would meet the same fate as the Council. For humanity would never stop fighting for what was right. No matter the cost, no matter the odds, they would endure, they would prevail. And the galaxy would tremble before their might. The dust settled on the shattered remains of Earth's once great cities. Humanity, battered but unbroken, began the slow, painful process of rebuilding. They salvaged what they could from the ruins, using the wreckage of the Council's war machines to forge new tools and shelters. But even as they worked to reclaim their world, a new threat stirred in the shadows. The remnants of the Council, led by a figure known only as the Overseer, regrouped in secret, their hearts filled with vengeance. They infiltrated the highest levels of Earth's fledgling government, whispering poisonous words and sowing seeds of discord. Humanity's unity, once their greatest strength, began to fray at the edges. Whispers of this shadowy threat reached the ears of Justin Powell, now hailed as a hero for his role in the war. The burden of leadership weighed heavily on his shoulders, but he knew he could not rest while the Council still posed a threat. He gathered his most trusted allies, Max Ryder, Sergeant Reese and Dr. Eliza Novak, and tasked them with rooting out the Council's agents. Together, they began to unravel the strands of the Overseer's web of deceit. As they dug deeper, a chilling truth came to light. The Overseer was none other than Kraxon himself, risen from the ashes of defeat. The wily Qatarian had survived the destruction of his flagship and spent the intervening years plotting his revenge. Using the Council's advanced technology, Kraxon had created a new breed of super soldier. more powerful and ruthless than any that had come before. With this army at his command, he planned to crush humanity once and for all and claim the galaxy as his own. Justin and his team raced against time to stop Craxon's plan from coming to fruition. They raided hidden bases, intercepted encrypted communications, and fought desperate battles against the Council's augmented warriors. But despite their best efforts, they were always one step behind. Craxon had planned his revenge too well, and his agents were everywhere. The final blow came without warning. As the sun rose over the ruins of New York, Craxon's army struck. Dropships darkened the skies, disgorging hordes of super soldiers onto the rubble-strewn streets. Humanity fought back with all the strength and courage they could muster, but it was not enough. The Council's warriors were too strong, too fast, too ruthless. In the chaos of battle, Max and Sergeant Reese fell, their bodies broken beneath the rubble. Dr. Novak, grievously wounded, clung to life in Justin's arms. With her last breaths, she revealed the secret she had uncovered, the key to unlocking humanity's full potential. But that power came with a terrible price. The same force that gave humanity its strength, its resilience, its indomitable will, also made them vulnerable to the darkness within. If they tapped into that power without wisdom and restraint, they risked losing themselves to the very evil they fought against. As the light faded from Dr. Novak's eyes, she pressed a small device into Justin's hand. "The future," she whispered. And then she was gone. Justin stood amidst the ruins of his world, the weight of humanity's fate resting in his palm. He looked to the sky, to the stars that had once promised so much hope, and wondered what the future would bring. The war was far from over. Craxon was still out there, his army poised to strike again, and humanity, for all its strength and courage, was more vulnerable than ever. But even in that darkest hour, Justin held on to hope. Humanity had risen from the ashes before. They would do so again. No matter the cost, no matter the sacrifice, they would keep fighting for the light. For that was the essence of what made them human, not their technology, not their planets, not even their physical forms, but their spirit, their compassion, their unwavering determination to protect what they held dear. That was the lesson the Council had failed to learn, the truth they could never grasp. It wasn't humanity's strength they should have feared. It was their resilience. You have reached the end of the story. If you enjoyed this story and want to support us, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel, and for every comment that says 88, I will heart every single one of them. Thank you for your time.